Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today. Wow. um, Very warm welcome to all of you today to the eWACEE Demo Day, where we'll be giving a live demonstration on how the platform works, how it will be accessible to both visitors and to exhibitors. So very warm welcome once again. I'll give it a few minutes while we're waiting for more people to join before we can officially start. So while we're doing that, I would just like to play a few videos still centered around eWACEE to keep the buzz going. So yes. Yep.
Hi, my name is Kat. I am the delegate of German industry and commerce in Nigeria. The West African Clean Energy and Environment Trade Fair and Conference, eWACEE, will take place in the beginning of September. eWACEE will focus on clean energy, water, and circular economy. This year's eWACEE will take place online for the first time ever. So from the comfort of your home or your office or your favorite coffee shop, you will be able to access business partners from around the world. We are looking forward to welcoming you there.
So yes, thank you. That was a short video for us from Kat and from. So that was a short video welcoming you and talking to you about eWACEE from Kat. And with that, I'll just hand over the virtual microphone again to Kat to just continue. Yes.
Thank you, Yolanda, and welcome to everybody who's on the call today. As you can tell from this introduction already, we're very excited about what we're going to present to you today. We've been working very hard to prepare this first ever virtual West African Clean Energy and Environment Trade Fair and Conference, eWACEE, this year, 2020. We had big hopes beforehand. We wanted to host this eWACEE this year, for the first time in Lagos. The past years, it has always happened in Accra, in Ghana, organized by our sister organization, the Delegation of German Industry and Commerce in Ghana. It has taken place in Accra for 7 times. And then this year we thought we would be ready for Lagos. Now, unfortunately, as you all know, COVID-19 had other plans, but we nevertheless decided to continue and to bring you this West African Clean Energy and Environment Trade Fair and Conference for the first time in an online format. It has been a journey so far, and I see from the attendees list that some of you know exactly what we're talking about, trying to transfer a concept that is a live concept to a virtual platform is definitely an exciting adventure. But we're very excited about what we're going to show to you today here. To give you just a brief background, we are the Delegation of German Industry and Commerce in Nigeria. As I said, in the past few years, eWACEE has been organized by the delegation in Ghana, and we've been working with them already, and the Delegation of German Industry and just like last year, we are copying the best practice that we have set out. So this year's eWACEE, independent from the format, will have 3 core innovation areas that we're going to cover. Those innovation areas are clean energy, water, and circular economy. So the entire eWACEE program that we're going to talk to you about in a bit will be created and centered around these three focus areas. What makes WACE so special? The specialty here is that we're combining a trade fair, an industry show, with a conference, where again, in both we cover those three topics: clean energy, water, and circular economy. This is nothing new. What is new this year is, of course, the virtual version of it. So we're using today to show you what the WACE will look like on our online platform. We also have our expert Samira from our online platform provider Easy Virtual Fair that's going to guide you through a demo session of what it will be like to be part of WACE as an exhibitor and also as a participant. Going virtual, of course, came with a lot of challenges. One big challenge, this is also not new to all of you, is the matter of finance. We're very happy to have a very important partner of ours on board. This is the Konrad Adenauer Stiftung, that is a German political foundation. And the Konrad Adenauer Stiftung, short KAS, is running a regional program on energy security and climate change in sub-Saharan Africa. And this regional program is our major partner on eWACEE'20. And the colleague who is in charge of that regional program for energy security and climate change in sub-Saharan Africa, Anja Beretta, cannot be here today virtually in person with us, but she sent a video to say hi to all of us. So I would ask Yolanda to play that video.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Anja Beretta. I'm head of the Regional Program Energy Security and Climate Change in Sub-Saharan Africa of Konrad Adenauer Stiftung. We're very happy to support WACE because it's a great opportunity for young startups from West African countries to showcase their innovations, and it's likewise a good opportunity for networking with businesses from African and European countries and experts in the field of clean and green energy. I'm very much looking forward to the discussion on how to enhance the ecosystems of West African countries in order to facilitate the use of clean and green technologies. I'm looking forward to seeing you in September. Until then, take care and stay safe.
So yes, again, on behalf of the entire team of the Delegation of German Industry and Commerce in Nigeria, a virtual thank you to KAS, the Konrad Adenauer Stiftung, for their support to our platform. Anja Beretta, who you just saw in the video, will be at WACE, so we're looking forward to having her there, and I hope you're looking forward to meeting her there as well. Of course, we're working with a series of other partners and sponsors. I want to take this opportunity to shout out to them. Bear with me. We're very, very proud to have the support of the Consulate General of the Federal Republic of Germany here in Lagos, supporting us for this year's eWACEE'20. Just as in the past years, we are also working with Advantage Austria, a very nice cooperation, in this case for the German-speaking countries in Europe. Our sister organization here in Nigeria, the Nigerian German Chamber of Commerce, has been very supportive, and also the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and the Abuja Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And then we're working with various networks that are specializing in our topic areas: water, clean energy, and circular economy. We have associations in Germany supporting us, such as the German WeTech Partnership, Prevent Waste Alliance, and the German Solar Association. But we're also working with partners here from the region. So, for example, the Food and Beverage Recycling Alliance, the Lakes Business School Sustainability Center, the Nigeria Climate Innovation Center, and the Renewable Energy Association of Nigeria, and as well the Renewable Energy Association of Ghana. And special shout out to IFAD. IFAD is a trade fair organized by Messe Munich in Germany and in South Africa that is focusing on circular economy. So we have a special partnership there. In addition to that, major sponsors, and please focus now, we have the Alliance for Integrity, and you will learn more about them during the WACI conference. We are working with Siemens Stiftung, so the foundation of Siemens, and we are working with BASF, and we're really, really happy to have all of you on board. Now, if you're missing your own name in this list, it's not too late to sign up to be one of our sponsors or partners. But without much further ado, we want to use this time to really explain to you what is going to happen at WACI, how it will look, how it will feel. So I think it's the right moment to introduce to you our platform partner, eWACEE Virtual Fair, ones setting up the virtual platform for us, which will host both the virtual trade fair and the conference. And as I already mentioned, we have our expert from eWACEE Virtual Fair, Samira Alemseget, who is with us today and who kindly volunteered to lead us through a demo session so all of us will understand what it really means to have a virtual West African clean energy environment trade fair and conference this year. So I don't know whether Samira wants to start directly, or Yolanda, you want to say a few more words?
No, Samira can go ahead.
All right, over to you, Samira. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the introduction, Kat. Today, I just want to start to show you what the virtual fair would look like. And if you have questions, of course, please feel free to put it on the Q&A. And let me just share my screen so you have a little bit idea of what we mean by the virtual fair, okay? So far, we are on the pre-registering page, but you will see that the demo page will be a bit different. But right now, until we set it up, I will go through a different example so you understand what the virtual fair would look like. So you can see my screen, correct? Is it working?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. So what happens here is a virtual fair. Technically, of course, with the coronavirus, you're not supposed to be contacting. So this is the best way to start. So the virtual fair is a responsive design, meaning it will be used on different devices, mobile, tablets, desktop, you name it. You can use it without even downloading anything. Here, you can have, of course, organized in different booths. If you want to organize it in different booths, you can have it in different booths, which means in real life, which is exhibits or rooms, okay? But once you have that within the rooms, you would have a different booth where you can show the different exhibitors at that time, okay? The exhibitors, of course, have different way of customizing their booths. Of course, we have different designs when it comes to the booths, the person that you want to make as a host, and everything can be branded for your brand look and feel. Within the booths, of course, as the actual fairs, you can have the company profile that you want to put, depending on, of course, Joanna will later on tell you exactly what you would have. A company profile, you can have job offers and so on. You can post different opportunity in your companies. You can post your social media and writing chats, links, videos, banners, and posters, okay? So here what you can do is, as a live event, you would have the option to have the banners on. Of course, in an actual fair, you can share your flyers, and posters is the same thing. And of course, the advantage of having this would be you will get every data or visitor information on your booth. So the person that you'll be speaking to here, you will get the data from, of course, your event hoster. And the best thing about this virtual fair is not just going to a booth and just seeing what happens. Or the other part is you can actually interact in real time with the exhibitors and the visitors, okay? This is not a live fair, so you can't see the visitor and the exhibitor names, but usually you will have the exhibitor names here and the visitor's name here. So you can interact with any of the person that is going to be online, and of course you can have a chat in private and public chat as well. And the other part here is that you have the option to have a webinar agenda, meaning that if you want to host a webinar or a webcast, depending on whichever platform. Let's say you want to host a Zoom meeting, a YouTube, or a Facebook, whichever platform you want, we can have a different webinar agenda on the event. Okay, so this is pretty much the information, but I am sure Yolanda would have more information when it comes to which is your option to have different depending on your exhibiting terms with them. And of course, like I said, everything you see here is customizable and you can organize it however you want, and you have the ability to have a banner, a link, a download, a video, a social link, offers, and company profile. Okay, so this is pretty much it from my side from the eWACEE Virtual Fair, and we are very happy to partner with eWACEE for this virtual event. If you have any questions concerning the virtual fair, please feel free to put it on Q&A so we can answer it together as a team. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Samira. Thank you so much. Although I hope we're going to see the design that already has the wacky logos on them, but I guess we can make do with what we have. So, like Samira mentioned, if you have any questions about the virtual platform and how it will work specifically to your need, please feel free to ask them. I will definitely be sure to answer them. Okay, I see that she's now trying to show what Wacky will look like before the day.
It's because the booths are not set yet, because I'm not sure if you have all ready, because earlier we were not sure. For example, like here, as you can see, everything can be modified and customized, because she took her time to upload all information, including the company profile, the videos, the downloads. And so depending on which part you want to sponsor, you would have a customized space on the environment of course, the Wacky virtual fair. I wanted to show the other ones because of course they have more booths to see and so on. And it's not too late to sign up to the event, so you can be part of this event, of course.
Yes, and just so you know, we have more than 2 exhibitors, so that's just we just started building the booths. And
of course, it will take a couple of times. Trust me, I totally understand.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, Samira. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome. Godwin, before we talk further, would you want to talk a bit about the conference agenda and what has been done so far? Speakers who have confirmed, you know.
First and foremost, thank you very much to everyone who is on this call here today. A special thanks goes basically to our speakers who are here today and our partners who are here today. Thank you very much for taking the time out to be here. I'm very grateful to see all your names. Yeah, obviously I can't go through all your names, but believe me, from the bottom of my heart, I am grateful that you have taken out the time to be here today. I am so sorry, for some reason my video function is not working, so please bear with me. So thank you very much. Like I said, so Wacky, what we have tried to conceive, like Kat said, is like we have tried to recreate the feeling of going to a real on-site conference in a virtual environment. And what that means is that when you go to a conference, typically you see a lot of things happening. You can go for this workshop or that workshop, or go to a booth or hang out with people. What we're trying to do is just like that, recreate that feeling so that you'll be able to have the choice of attending sessions that you are interested in, or going to visit a booth or something. So it's not like just your regular series of webinars. It's not like you are having webinar after webinar or panel discussion after panel discussion or something like that. It's like we've created an interactive, interesting series of discussions, presentations, demonstrations that would help you meet people, network with people, and also sell your products and services to a new set of clientele. the way the program works is that it starts from 9 o'clock and ends at 2. All times I will mention today are West African time. We're glad to have gotten the confirmation of Mr. Ibrahim Odumboni, the acting managing director of LOMA. We're glad to have gotten the confirmation of Engineer Mumuni Badmos, the MD and CEO of the Lagos Water Corporation. We're glad to have gotten the confirmation of Professor Chris Ogbeche, the Deputy Dean of Lagos Business School. These three gentlemen I have mentioned will be giving keynote sessions on the different days. So Mr. Odumboni is also giving on day 1. Engineer Mumuni Badmos is giving on day 3, and on day 2 we are still expecting, but we hope to get very soon the confirmation of Mr. Olalere Odushote, the current Commissioner of Energy for Lagos State. We've also received confirmation that the Vice President of BSF West Africa will also be giving a keynote address, and then we move into panel discussions. Now, the way, like I said, what we try to recreate is that same feeling of, having different options. You can do different things on your laptop, on your mobile. If you're not interested in this session, you can go into that. So what we've created are different tracks, all right? Different streams, sorry. So we have tracks and streams, sorry about that. So we have different streams of live events. So the first stream of the live event is the panel discussions. We've tried to limit the panel discussions to about 3 panel discussions per day, covering water, circular economy, and clean energy. And then we now have a second stream, a second live stream that is dedicated to sponsored sessions where we have live presentations, live product demonstrations. So you'll be able to have question and answer under that stream. And then the third stream is the stream that is dedicated for our other partners, and you will not be able to have Q&A on such a stream. So it's just a pure product information session where they just tell you about what they are doing and all of that. Currently, our agenda has been uploaded to the website. You can go on the website and look at the different sessions that are going to be there. I promise you that it's not going to be very simple and straightforward panel discussions that get boring and monotonous. You'll be able to ask questions. You'll be able to interact with the speakers. And we also have this. Let me still keep it in the bag. I would like to call it a musical chairs format. We're hoping to deploy. It's still in the bag. It'll be very exciting, I promise you. For some sessions, we're going to have the sort of musical chairs arrangement such that, let me still keep it a bit secret so you'll be a bit more interested in it when it fully is deployed. Yeah, and so we're working with our moderators, we're working with our speakers, we're trying to get really exciting sessions going, really interactive sessions going. So you could go to the website now and look at our program and see the different sessions that are on there. We'll invite all of you to, ask us questions if you would like, anything you want to know about a particular session. I'll be here to answer any of those questions that you have. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Godwin. Okay, I see Kat is trying to join in again.
I am here, I'm just invisible. Yeah, I think this is the reality that we've been working with for the past couple of weeks, and that we will also see during WACEE', because we're very much aware that having people dial in from basically all around the world through different devices while they're on the road, while they're sitting at home, poses different challenges. And I think Godwin probably already mentioned it. The content that we're putting up on our platform, the booth, and also recordings of the live sessions will be available throughout the entire month of September, online on demand. So if you miss a session, or if the timing and the dates don't fit your schedule, or if your internet breaks down like mine just broke down here, you can always go back and access that content those sessions later. The platform will be open throughout the entire month of September. I also wanted to say, because I mentioned it regarding the sponsors, now is the right time to get on board. So if you're in this session to find out more about WACI and to get the look and feel of the event, now is the right time to talk to us if you want to come on board as an exhibitor, as a partner, if you want to advertise, if you want to host your own session during the live section of WACI, or if you just want to attend. Registration to attend is free. I think, Yolanda, the registration page, I'm not sure whether it's live, Yolanda?
Yes, it's live. It's live.
So the registration page is live. Exactly. I'll hand over to Yolanda to tell you how that is done. But just to reiterate, now is the right time to talk to us if you want to get involved in any form, in any way. We're open to discussing with you different options of how you can be present at eWACEE'20. Yolanda, over to you.
Thank you, Kat. So as Kat said, the registration page is now live, meaning you can go and register in advance of September 1st. With registering, it means that you'll be able to get regular updates on the activities that have been planned. You'll get updates on the exhibition, on the conferences, and that way you don't miss out on anything. So please go to waci.easyvirtualfair.com to register. This is what the page looks like. It wouldn't take you up to 2 minutes to fill. Just put in your details and we'll definitely get in touch with you. If you would like to exhibit or sponsor, as Kat mentioned, I'm sure everyone has my email address, so email me or sales@waci.net and we'll definitely get in contact with you as well. So at this point, we are open to take questions that you have regarding the platform, regarding the conference, regarding whatever questions at all that you may have. So please feel free to drop them in the Q&A box. I see that the chat is really busy, but please use the Q&A box for your questions because then it's easier for us to trace them and answer them there. I'll also drop the link to register using the platform that is live now. So, okay. Please feel free to ask your questions.
So I think the information was so comprehensive that we need to give people a minute or so. As we announced, I mean, this is a really exciting adventure for us as well, but we're very, very happy with the progress that we see and also the feedback that we get from our partners and exhibitors. And also in the chats, you don't see some of the chats are going to the panelists and we actually get very positive feedback, which of course strengthens us. But most importantly, it means that we need all of you to make this a success, because the more people join the conversations, we're trying to develop solutions here in clean energy, circular economy, and water. And this solution development only works if we work together. I'm also seeing that some of the chat messages are actually just going to the panelists instead of all the attendees. Especially the contact emails and the web addresses. We're going to fix that just in a minute. But again, please don't hesitate to raise any of your questions through the Q&A box. I see there are some questions coming in. Yolanda, exactly. Do you want to take over? Yeah, go ahead.
Any question? Okay, so there's a question here saying, what plans do you have to drive traffic to the conference? I mean, how are we going to ensure that we have a lot of people in the conference, basically participate in the conference? Like we already mentioned, this is one of the reasons why we already activated the registration page, and we have already started to market the sessions as well as market with the speakers who have confirmed. So everybody is kind of like on track with what is supposed to happen at different times, because like Godwin said, there are a lot of sessions that will be happening concurrently. So you can pre-register in advance for some of the sessions, while those that do not need registration would definitely be live either on Facebook or on YouTube or on Zoom, depending on the platforms that we decide to use. So marketing has definitely started. People have already started to register. Visitors are already registering. And we're pretty confident that there will be a lot of people definitely participate in the conference from the 1st of September. There's another question here saying what topics are covered in the conference. I would like to pass this question on to my colleague Godwin Ivokan, if he can. Of course, he cannot mention all the topics that will be covered because there are a lot, but maybe he can give us an overview on some of the discussions that will be had. Godwin?
Thank you very, very much. So the theme for WACEE this year is the business of sustainability. And that theme sort of drove every session that we built. Every session that we put together was driven by that vision. The question was, what we wanted to achieve with WACEE this year is to answer the question, does sustainability, because we get a lot of people promoting, oh, this sustainability initiative or that sustainability initiative in Africa, especially in West Africa, but does it make sense? Is it financially viable? Is there money at the end of it? You know, because at the end of the day, if the economics doesn't work, then the initiative will fail. And so we decided to build sessions around that main question, the business of sustainability, post-consumer plastic problems, e-waste recycling, battery recycling, both lead acid and lithium battery recycling. We decided to build sessions around sustainable mobility, greenhousing, you know, so all of the sessions are all driven by that same concept. Does sustainability make economic sense? Is it viable for companies, governments, and individuals to adopt the sustainability track? And that's what we tried to do. If you go on the website now, you can see some of the topics. I hope they are interesting to you enough to be able to, to join.
Definitely. I'm sure they will be interested. And so, you know, we are still building up the sessions. So definitely more interesting topics are going to be added to the conference agenda going forward. There's a comment here that said, indeed, information giving was very comprehensive. Thank you very much. We appreciate that feedback. Question says, what would be the best way to promote a specific project in need of either for-profit or grant co-financing? How would we expose the specifics of the project? At the top of my head, I would say it would be to host one of the sessions. So basically, host a session where you can properly talk about this project, and from the participation, definitely companies who will be interested to either co-finance the project, who will take part, can then have access to this information and contact you specifically. So hosting a session is definitely one way to go. Getting a virtual booth as well is also another way to go. Kat or Godwin, if you have any comments on this, please feel free to add them. But I definitely think that getting a booth or hosting a live session during the conference is a good approach.
Yeah, maybe just to add to what you said, Yolanda, if you have a specific activity or project you would like to present, and especially if you're looking to reach out to a specific target group, if you're not yet convinced about what we're presenting today, reach out to us, because this virtual platform also gives us the flexibility to really tailor solutions, sessions, and the communication around those to your needs. So if you're like, I'm not sure whether that fits, talk to us and we can together decide or discuss and then decide how to best position you at eWACEE'20. And I wanted to add that to one of the previous questions, how are we going to drive traffic? Because we're working with such a diverse set of partners and exhibitors, we have managed to activate a network that really reaches across the West African region, into Europe, into Germany in particular, because that's our home base, so to speak. And we have gotten a lot of support from various platforms that have shared the information with their members, with their partners. And of course, as you've seen, We have been very active on social media, and this will be further intensified in the next few weeks up to the WACI itself. And don't forget that all the content that we're building, including the recordings of all the live sessions, will be made available on the platform for the entire month of September. So even afterwards, we will continue to put effort into driving traffic to the site, and all of you can also use that to refer to the sites, show your content, because it's already ready-made and available then on the platform.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Kat. The question here says, does the event focus on Nigeria or the entire West Africa? Well, it is focused on West Africa, like the topic suggests, West African Clean Energy and Environment Trade Fair and Conference. So it spans not just limited to Nigeria, but the entire West African region. I think this question may be more applicable to Semira. It says, I hope we have enough security to prevent exhibitors and participants from hackers and internet fraudsters.
Yes, so the thing is, for our virtual fair, it is a Europe GPA GPD company, so we have the security upside, and you don't have to worry about any hacks or so on, because it's very secure. And one thing that I wanted to answer from the other side, I actually texted, but the question was, can you edit the information of the booths after you have provided Yolanda with the information? Yes, that is correct. We can edit it. And if you want to change the documents that you've shared, the posters you've shared, everything is re-editable. But I would advise you to send the final format and the final part, so it wouldn't have another misunderstanding in the middle or anything that will pass through the host, okay? So I would give you an advice to finish, but yes, it is possible to edit everything and organize. I think I've answered that question.
Yes, you have.
Okay.
Thank you very much. A question here says, is there an agenda that will be shared? Definitely. If you go on the WACI website, there's already an agenda that is being uploaded on the WACI website and updated frequently. Also, one of the perks of pre-registering using the link that I shared is that you get regular updates on information. So like the agenda, you definitely get first-hand information if there are any changes or any updates. So yes, the agenda will be shared, to answer that in a nutshell. Hi, Yolanda, I can't find the speakers list on the website. A colleague of mine would put the link now in the chat box that will take you directly to where the profiles of the speakers and the conference agenda is currently. So you get the link shortly. On security, what sort of indemnity do you have as a guarantee to your customers on cybersecurity? Just say, is it secured enough? Samira just answered that, saying that the platform is very secured. But
yes, the platform is secured. Of course, we use, if you know the configuration, we use the HTTPS, which is very secure and updated to the current situation in the world. And know that Easy Virtual Fair hosts worldwide events before, so the security is more than stable and more than, of course, enough to host an event in Western Africa.
Thank you. I'm looking through the comments.
And of course, one thing, I have shared the link for the registering in the chat. Mm-hmm. So you can find it there as well, including Yolanda's email. So for those who've been asking, I have taken the time to post those.
Thank you for that, Samira. Thank you. So I think we've pretty much touched on all the questions that were asked. If we missed your question, you can raise your hands. If you don't want to chat and you want to speak, please raise your hands and I will unmute you as well to say a few words. I see some of our exhibitors and partners already in the chat, so send more information. Please do send them to me, and I'll be happy to build your virtual booth.
And there is another question that came in the chat, whether we have done anything similar before. Wait, I didn't see it. Any history where you have done something similar before? I think from our side, Delegation of German Industry and Commerce in Nigeria, this is the first time, but for eWACEE Virtual Fair, it's a long track record. Samira, do you want to elaborate on that?
Yes, we have hosted different company fairs, career fairs, and so on worldwide for more than 50 or so countries so far. And you can actually visit our website on easyvirtualfair.com to see how many countries that we have actually hosted a virtual event.
Okay. So I guess if we don't have...
Okay, I think if there are no more questions now.
No.
Yolanda, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just looking through the chat to see if there are any questions that we missed, but there are no questions currently. Raymond is raising his hands, so let me give him some time to say a few words. Hi, Raymond.
Hi, Yolanda. Actually, okay, this is Raymond Okrofu from GIZ Ghana. I raised my hand earlier, but I typed my question, which you answered already. But since I have the microphone now, let me just say, one of the things I will miss so much about WACE is the face-to-face, sometimes the cocktail that characterized in the evening. And I don't know how we are going to have that. Kat, you know how we do it, right? It's unfortunate we are not going to have that this time, but is there a provision where participants can interact among themselves without the formal conference environment?
Yes. I think Samira will touch on that, but that's what the chat option is for. So everybody can interact with each other using the chat option. You can choose to chat publicly or privately, depending on your preference. But I think Samira will touch on that more.
Yes, the best thing about everything being a virtual event is that people don't have to travel to go all the way to events. So you might actually have even more turnout on a virtual event that we have seen from our previous experience. And yes, on the chat feature, on the live event, you would have the opportunity to chat for the exhibitors and the visitors so you understand. And it's like having an actual event, you talk to them one-on-one. Oh. And of course, after the live event, you have a month of a post virtual fair, which is going to be without the chat, but you will be able to download the documents, see the pre-recorded virtual, the webinars and so on. So yes, you have the features to apply those communication on the virtual fair.
Thank you.
And Raymond, maybe just to add from my side, we are still looking for partners who are willing to host a virtual happy hour. So that could be interesting for you.
Oh, you mean virtual happy hour?
Yes, please.
Okay, that sounds great. We are actually putting our documents together now so I'm sure this is something I will discuss this with Godwin.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Okay, great.
Hello, sir, were you able to join?
And one feature that I also didn't mention when I talked about the chat is that you can have one-on-one virtual meetings like what
very
doing
soon
now.
Very soon.
Godwin, sorry. We can have one-on-one virtual meetings via Zoom, so you can have video conversations as well. So just to add that as well, not only the chat option, but video conferencing is also possible using the platform.
Thank you. Claire.
Also, if there are no further questions, I will hand over to you, Kat, so we can end the session.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm now back with video, but it's a bit shaky because this is my handheld. I don't know if you remember the 90s horror movies, for those that are old enough on the call. They were all handheld mobile phones. But on a more positive note, as you could see from our conversation here today, if you have any idea, suggestion, or you're kind of, you have the feeling that you may fit, but you're not yet sure how, reach out to us. We can discuss how to really tailor the package for you, what kind of options and elements we can combine, need, or that you want. The right time to shape the conversations with us. Again, we're combining a virtual trade fair with a conference, so you can exhibit your solution, your company, your organization, and you can be part of the conference, various sessions, various session formats that we can build on. And of course, we encourage all of you to participate in the fair, just to participate. We've shared the link to sign up right now. Participation is free, so you can come and meet all the exhibitors and all the other participants. We are focusing on West Africa as a target region, but because this is happening online, potentially we have guests from all over the world, but we want to focus on solutions that are relevant for the West African region. I think there's another question that came in. Let me just read it out. Considering this is virtual, how does the cost compare to that of a physical fair? Is it pocket friendly? Let me take this question. Pocket friendly, of course, depends on the size of your pockets. But what we have done is to exhibit, you pay a fraction of what you usually pay for a regular booth. This is because it's online, because we don't work with booth builders. But we still give you the exposure in terms of branding with all the material, product information, service information that you're used to from regular fairs. You save money because you don't need to travel, and it gives you more flexibility because you don't need to have the same person at the booth all the time. You can also be absent from the booth, and the interactions that are happening while you're not at the booth yourself will be documented through the chat function. Currently, because we have run out of our early bird discount, we have two levels of exhibitor booths. We have the premium one that goes for €600 plus 7.5% VAT. The regular one, see, you caught me off guard because we have been selling the premium booth basically only. Yolanda, what's the regular booth price now?
It's €450.
€450, sorry, €450 plus 7.5% VAT. This is Nigerian VAT. But again, we encourage you to think a bit outside the box. If you think, oh, booth, I'm not yet sure, maybe it's a session, maybe you want to put your logo on a branding element, come and talk to us. So we will be able to tailor make something that fits your needs, because a booth is great for some, but it's not the right format for all of the partners that we're working with. So feel free to approach us. And we can work with you on an individualized solution. Yolanda, you're on mute.
Yes, sorry. So thank you once again to everybody who took the time to join us today. This video will be made available on our YouTube page. So if you missed out on something that you want to catch up, please do go on our YouTube page. It will also be posted. I think the link will be on LinkedIn as well. So it will be everywhere, definitely. So once again, many thanks. We look forward to welcoming all of you at eWACEE'. Grab a virtual booth, join the conference, visit the fair. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you for having us. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye. Have a good day.